Okay, this is not meant to be fear-based, so I hope you'll take it for exactly what it is, and that is we are on a planet that's quite dense, and there's a lot of things that are going to go on that are a little bit bizarre. I'm going to point a few of them out. I actually predicted something with a friend who said, no way, and it has to do with the financial industry. I'm also going to talk today about the YouTube algorithm that's really killing a lot of channels. What is that? Why is it happening? Why are a lot of these things happening out there? And how do we approach all of this? Because we're going into a new era where things are looking very different. Are you ready for this? Buckle up. Let's go. Welcome to Landria, Onkka on YouTube, here to help you break through fears and live an amazing life. So my mentor told me to stop showing all the crap on my desk. I said, people are coming into my living room. You know, that's in my office area. So welcome. We're here to break through fear. It is a challenge. It is a game. It is a learning experience. It's just an experience. You can't make a mistake, but what your choices all have results. Cause and effect. So what is the effect you want? You can create it right now. Now, I'm creating platforms for you to help you get past fear. Breakthrough Fear is one of them. That's a free webinar. And if we don't do this now, we will live in limitations and we will see the world differently than what it could be for you. And I'm telling you right now, it's anything you want. And you're going to say, probably tell me no, because this is going on and it's still a perspective. So I'm going to share that with you today because I had a perspective regarding our financial industry. It shocked the heck out of my friend when I looked at her. I said, I told you this was going to happen. Now, I'm a former investment banker. So I'm going to share some of my experiences more and more. If you guys don't know me as a business coach, I create planet conscious businesses with my students from scratch. If you guys are interested, this is a free webinar because we have to be the change makers. And I have a background, 20 years as an investment banker. I know that world quite well. And I also know what it was like to step out of it and make some big changes in my life because I wasn't resonating with it. Is it time for you to do that? You have to think about it because your life is yours alone to experience. Even though we are all one thing, you're going to experience the individual feelings, pain, challenges, joys, all these things that are yours right there at your fingertips. So I hope you'll subscribe, share my videos. Hopefully I'll go to 1 million subscribers. If not, there are those of you out there listening that don't want to listen to the conspiracies. Now, it can be interesting, it can be fun, but I want to share something with you. Whatever you expose yourself to, you are creating the energy field for your reality. So you get to choose your own experience within the one. That choice affects everyone else. This is why we have non-human intelligence visiting us, because we are affecting all things. It is observing, it does want us to succeed, but it's not going to interfere because it's like trying to get a baby to, as Dolores Cannon said, to eat a steak. You don't. You give a baby milk and then formula. You don't give a baby a steak. I used to love that when she said that. If you don't know who Dolores Cannon is, go check her out. I took her quantum healing hypnosis technique training, and we regress people into past lives. Why? Because we are not just this. We are not just this. So I want you to understand, you are what you believe you are. So all these things that you're watching here on YouTube and whatever they're putting in front of you is forming your belief and feelings about the world. And it is, and so it is. It gets created that way. And the more of us who focus our attention on certain things, the more we as a collective create that. Ah, interesting, isn't it? What does that mean? YouTube, Google, has great power. And whatever it decides to expose us to, we are now formulating through integrating our focus, this is quantum physics, entanglement, in that even if you don't believe it, it still now becomes a part of your energy field, right? So even people that don't believe in dark entities or whatever, if you focus on that, they can appear. You're opening doors every time. Why? Because you are all things. You are everything from the darkness to the light, and you get to experience whatever you want. You have chosen things in advance, so stop questioning things. Those of you who have read my book, the final chapter tells you exactly what the ultimate space that we want to go to here is, and that is you stop asking questions because you don't have the answers. But we want answers. Ego wants answers, okay? And that's what we're going to talk about today. Ego wants to control. Ego wants what it wants in the material world. So it manipulates others because it actually has no control over free will. So how it does this is by getting you to believe. Yeah, this is the crux of this whole video. I have to get you to believe in order for me to get what I want. So instead of telling you you're wrong and you're not believing me, I have to expose you to something that gets you to change your mind about something. So I have to tell you that there are evil, reptilians here, and that they're chained up, and some crazy ass stories out there. And then once you get that into your vision and your belief, you're like, well, maybe you start to question it, and you just open the door for a reality that does exist in some level, and we can create anything we want, right? That's how powerful we are, because we're ultimate creators, and there are no limits to that. There's no limits. Oh, that doesn't exist. Yeah, it does. If there's somebody that believes it, it exists, and you can't tell them different. Go to an insane asylum. Everything is real to them. Their reality is real. Is it a distortion of the brain? I don't know, but it's still real, okay? Now, I'm going to tell you about the financial industry prediction that I made. I told my friend, I said, this is going to sound a little conspiracy theory, but I believe from my experience that this is absolutely a possibility. Now, this is not meant to scare you, because this is absolutely what I want you to realize, is that there's nothing that you can anchor yourself on. Nothing. No person, like I shared with you in the last video, Chris Bledsoe, all love and nothing to fear in the golden era, and we're all here for purpose, and we never die, and I'm not, goes and buys a pistol. Chris, hello. He doesn't even kill bugs. I have to admit, I did suck a cockroach up the other day in the vacuum cleaner. Was that bad? Yeah, it was. I usually take them out. And I did take a cockroach out the other day. You're not going to be this perfect etheric being, angel, because we're in a dense place that has cockroaches and mosquitoes and things that kill us. But you are eternal. So let's talk about that financial industry and what exists, because that's real. Our markets are tanking. That's real. We are all experiencing that. Why? Because there's a majority collective that caused that. So you will experience the majority, the collective choices. Now, if we participate in that, we keep it in a state that it has been directed to produce certain results. I told my friend that I believe, probably shouldn't even tell you this, that I believe that what's happening in the financial markets is intentional for different reasons than making us this amazing country. I don't know about you, but I think I like foreign cars. I don't want to have to pay more for a foreign car. If Americans don't make cars as good as foreigners, then I should have the choice of buying it. Well, you do, but you're going to have to pay a lot more. So it's pushing us into positions of making different choices. I'm fine with that. Big whoop. I can live with that. Whatever. However, what if the things going on that are tanking our markets are actually an opportunity for more dense beings to create more wealth and control? So I told my friend, you're going to see some things happen that are going to flip the market and create opportunity to make a lot of money. She says, no, I don't think, because they're hurting too. I said, yeah, I know, but they have information and they know certain things and they will act because they're not in fear when it comes to money. They're not in fear. They're control freaks. There's different kind of control freaks. They want to control everything. They're in ego. I said, I'll bet you we're going to see some stuff that's going to turn the markets around so that they can benefit like that. 1 week later, she didn't believe me. I said, you watch, it's going to happen. 1 week later, we had this, somebody spilled some secrets, which, by the way, he should be in jail right now. If you haven't heard this, somebody said something that made the markets go crazy, and then Donald Trump gets on and says, don't believe that, it's not true, and they tanked again. We had a moment of opportunity in there, which, by the way, is legal for anybody out there. If they're not doing anything wrong and they're just taking advantage of the markets, it doesn't place them in any kind of wrongdoing. It does the person who leaked that false information that caused the market, the stocks to go haywire. They're in trouble, right? Because that's market manipulation. Have we heard anything about this? So when we were talking about it, she absolutely was floored. She says, oh my God, you said this is going to happen. I said, it's going to keep happening. Now, how does that affect us? YouTube, media, commercials, all of it is going to try and manipulate us and put us in a position so that those who live in the material world, ego-based self-service, will continually try to use your own free will to get their way. And you are all powerful. You are of the unconditionally loved ultimate source, but you're conscious of it. You're conscious of it, and they are not. And they just don't believe in that stuff. They have a completely different idea how things work. They may have religious, things that they hang on to. It's okay. What I want to share with you today, and this is why I said this isn't fear-based, it's an awareness empowerment that I want to share with you, and that is, you're going to see this stuff go on. Don't get sucked into it. Don't participate in it. Understand where it's coming from, because the egos will battle to control even more now, because we are going into empowerment that is beyond the physical world. And you can't fight that, right? You can't fight that. You can do anything you want to somebody, but they're eternal. You can take out somebody, but they don't go away. In fact, they're probably more powerful outside of their bodies, right? So now we're catching on to that. It's like, oops, we have to approach this a different way. Now those of us who are service to others, you guys come on over. If you're entrepreneurial, come on over. I'm creating online businesses. We're learning how to become powerful business people on a spiritual level. And I don't even like the word spiritual. On a planet conscious service to others and ourselves. It starts with you, so you got to get this right. If you want to go into that world, and there's no right or wrong. You got to get this in a high frequency. If you want to feel that joy, if you want to feel that unconditional love, and you want to feel it for others. Now, this is the key. You got to feel it for others. You can't just feel, for us, the enlightened ones, we're all enlightened. We're just playing different roles within it. We're all enlightened. It's impossible not to be, because you are all things. You're just choosing a different behavior system in this experience. That's it. That's all they're doing. So, hey, yahoo! What do you want to change in your life? You can do it right now. If you're in fear because you're afraid of the future, you're not believing, you can change it. And that is the manipulation that those who want to control the future want you to believe. Because the more they plant all this stuff, and we are unstable financially, and with our work, with relationships, with religion, the more we turn on each other, the more chaotic it becomes, and we go into a low frequency of disempowerment. So we don't have the money, and we don't have the peace and community and stuff. No, that's a desirable thing for a lot of people who look at us as, you know, little rats running around that need to be extinguished. Well, something to that, to be honest with you. Just kidding. I love rats. So if you are that person who doesn't hold that physical power here, you can change all that. So what do? You got to do it on a high frequency. That's the ultimate power. That's the ultimate power. You know, and they keep buying and eating the garbage. You guys want to clean up your act? Stop putting garbage around your house that's bad. Bad stuff. Bad. Go down in the description. I have non-plastic, non-toxic, vegan, planet-conscious cleaners. You know, even your clothes. I want you to think about this. You've got something in plastic, you pour it in, it's a chemical, it's on your clothes and you're wearing it. I wonder why we're getting cancer. Clean up your act. You got to do it right now. We've got a short period of time. So you're going to see the markets change. You're going to see YouTube manipulating what you're getting exposed to. I've noticed some people that I really like are not showing up, and I'm subscribed to their channels. I have to physically go in and find them. What's going on there? What are you believing in? Get out of it. We are part of a galactic, a global, universal, and beyond one thing. Of course there's unlimited things. There's no such thing as empty space or black or dark energy. There's no such thing as that. This is intelligence. Just because it's not material doesn't mean it's intelligence. I'm in a room of pure intelligence. And that every thought is transforming, and it might form into something else and whatever. Just because it's not physical doesn't mean it doesn't exist. It's more real than we are. So get out of this. Get out of this and realize it's a role. Play it well, my friend. Service to others is coming back to you. It creates what you want to live. You're going to realize this is how we should be living. Helping one another. It feels really great. But we're conditioned to take care of ourselves, to hoard, to weaponize ourselves. Some of you still think you need to get a gun. Good luck with that. You will not be allowed in the penthouse. There are no weapons allowed in the penthouse. Why? Because they can be used. Why would you need anything in a place where no one would even consider harming another? We don't need it. Mission. What's your mission? Don't be afraid. Can you be uncomfortable? Yeah. All of us will. We all have egos. We all have opinions. We all have programming. You got to catch it. Just catch it and catch yourself. And I love some of you have admitted that you've said things and went, wow, okay, I just took a look at that. And that didn't seem very loving. It's a new era, my friend. You got to go into it. So watch. It's going to start happening. And it's going to empower some people. And we're going to be the pawns that go, okay, let's pull all our money out and tank the markets. And then they go, yeah. Woof. So watch what's being put in front of you and start making different choices, different choices. As soon as you click on those things, you're now reinforcing YouTube's choice of what they put in front of you. And it's not me or many others that you don't even know about who are speaking peace and empowerment. You're still playing the game. Play it well, my friend. Service to others. There are no rules, my friend. Whatever you believe is true. So again, I hope you'll subscribe. Come on over to Digital Explorers. Go into the description. I have 15% off of a water filter that I've used. Get out of the poison that you're drinking. Stop drinking water in plastic bottles. You are directly the problem if you're doing that. You're whole and perfect, strong and powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. See you in the next video. Namaste.